Oh shit, haven't I been audible this whole time? Oh, sorry. Hello, my fellow recruits. Gonna review the side stories and, sorry, we're gonna review the side stories, but I got some new pictures, so, like, while I wasn't recording. So, yeah. Nothing new right here. I think we already looked over all these poems. Yeah, Mako's final message, Yuri's poem. Uh, um... Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how blank feels now. I'm supposed to be a responsible one, though I don't think I'll be doing that again. Unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento for the occasion below. Ew. Hold on. I don't know what the not the I don't know what that means. I'm looking it up right now. Hopefully someone has highlighted it. Someone... Okay, I guess... Well, that sucks. I was really hoping that someone, like, you know, brightened it or some shit, so... like, we could see what it exactly was. So the doctor revealed a secret message. I love you. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party interfered with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. What the fuck? A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room. Its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps are quick in order to hurry to the other side or to a wall, anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of intimate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into the warm water. Figuring out where I was, I surfaced myself to the air. Oh, I have read this one, sorry. Nothing really new for this one, I should say, because apparently most of it is in the side stories as well, so. But yeah, I got this one. D. E. I also got this one. This one. This one, which I think is just fucking adorable. This one and this one. I just think it's pretty freaking cute. Like, just look at it. Oh, why can't I zoom in? Anyway, let's go to side stories. Let's go to side stories. Trust. Sorry, I'm a little tired. Oh, this is new. Ooh. Wait, it's not the usual lighting. It's actually pretty. Okay, everyone. The literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? Ugh. I missed debate club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose my confidence. Monica is the only member of the literature club. In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it up over their other club interests. You can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them a vision. A vision? What kind of vision? Monica rests her head on the desk, deep in thought. But before she realized it, recent nights of staying up too late start to catch on to her. It's so quiet that the notes of the air conditioner is soothing. I really like this music. It's pretty. Oh, she fell asleep. Your claws are sharp. I need to trim them, I swear. Sorry, I got mad because my cat stepped on my foot. For some reason, I have tough skin, or thick skin, I guess. However, my actual skin is sensitive. Like, seriously, it's stupid. Hello? Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I never do this. Is this the napping club? No, this is... Monica pauses suddenly, embarrassed to admit this is in fact the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay! I thought I got it wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry. I was, kind of professional of me to do that. Don't apologize. I do that all the time. Oh. Did I miss a club meeting? Where's everyone? Nope. Well, about that. This is everybody. Really? Just you? But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president. Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at nothing than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really, really hard. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no, I'm super sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I'll make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure on that. Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry, this isn't a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found new members, at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? So, let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how can I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica! That's such a cool name! Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling! Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on it. So, what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Cool. And I need to put some more thought into my vision of the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so. Sawyer certainly pulls Monica into a friendly hug, then let's go. Some people can really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sawyer whispers loudly, hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Hug energy? Monica laughs. Although Sayori is very different from her, Monica feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too. That's actually really freaking cute. The day passes and the time comes for the literature club, Monica and Sayori to reconverse. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been like 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining? No, that can't be. She was extremely excited yesterday. I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. Bitch! Like, just bashes up in the door. Blah! In hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry, I'm late here. It's okay, we'll come back. And Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits the sheet onto Monica's desk. Oh, what's this? Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. Caution to watch my steps so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lead to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, Sayori? Of course! Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper! Huh? I wasn't really sure that yet. I'm so embarrassed. Monica flips over the paper. On the other side, there was a list of ideas for recruiting club members. Oh, so this is what you had to show me. But I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm not sure. No, I'm not anywhere near as good as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week later after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is stupid. I don't know. It's kind of dramatic version of me. Doesn't grieve the person I want myself to be or something like that. Aw, you should have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to, like, set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But we can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah. I think that's helping me get more conclusive idea for the club. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it's by accident. Me too! I felt embarrassed at first, but I know how it feels to be good someone else reads it. I'll try to show you more of them often in the future. I love that. Oh jeez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brainstorm's so hard! It was like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster. Sayori, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes.
I was hungry. But it's a good idea, isn't it?
Let me think about this. I mean, when would you have the chance to give people cupcakes?
You know, like when they come into the club. What if we say we have free cupcakes on the flyers?
I'm like, kind of worried. Wouldn't that bring in the wrong kind of people, you know?
Wrong kinds?
People would just come in for the cupcakes and then leave.
Oh, nobody would do that.
Don't.
Hey. This is not a toy. This is not a toy.
The cats keep biting the shiny tip of it. Like, I know it's just a bead, but still. I keep biting that. Oh, now it's covered.
That would be mean.
But you know, I want to find people who are really into literature. Even if they don't know it yet. Let's see the next thing on the list. A hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it.
Like going around the school and finding people who are reading books, you know? Like in the morning during lunchtime. And then we tell them to check out the literature club.
Well, the problem is with that, like, wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for assignment or something? How do you know if they're just reading for fun?
Well, you could ask them. But then we'd be bothering people who are trying to schoolwork. I didn't think about that part. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them up on the wall. I definitely like to start doing that.
I'm useful!
I never said you weren't. I just need to think. What do we tell people when handing them out? I don't want to just be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out something we can engage people.
What if you told them about the activities and stuff?
What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? Vision for the club. Okay, so pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You know, a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the day of the literature club?
Probably like, literature is stupid. Join the anime club.
What the heck?
Sorry, I was thinking of a friend of mine.
Okay, what if I said we like doing group reading and discuss it together?
I would probably not do that.
That's you, Sayori.
Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need something that really catches interest, you know?
Ugh. This sucks. Why is this so hard?
Monica, don't be sad.
What do you like about literature, Sayori?
Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you a chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we've all had so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimate.
Yeah. How do we get that across to people? We couldn't just be like, express yourself.
Be intimate with us.
Okay, that's kind of...
I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh.
Wait, what is it?
I forgot all my things in my classroom. What's the next item is chair silly me?
Rush? But you weren't... never mind. Do you want to get this job done?
I'll forget if I don't do it now.
I'll wait for you then.
Okay, it'll only take a second.
Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Write away into your heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Wow, that's lame.
Monica!
Ah! You startled me.
Sorry. something important. On the way to a classroom, there was a girl reading a book.
Reading a book?
That's her and Recruiter.
Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework?
I could tell she was really into it.
Well, I guess we could take a look. Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. Then the two depart the classroom, with Sayori leading the way.
This way!
You don't have to run. Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom and lowers her voice to whisper.
See? In here.
Monica peers in through a window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this.
You should go inside and talk to her.
Me?
You're the president, and I will probably scare her away.
Okay, fine. I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath and timidly enters the classroom.
That was fast.
Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed.
Why? What happened?
We entered the classroom, and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kind of just left the flyer on her desk and walked out.
That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and wants to join the club.
I hope so. Shall we head back now? Do head to a club room. Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list and with Monica coming up with ideas of her own, the two end up in a better spot than where they had begun. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this?
Sayori peers at the sheet of paper Monica was drawing down on earlier.
Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club right away into your heart? That's so cute!
I thought it was a little overdramatic,
but
Sayori paused and thinks for a moment.
You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit.
What? What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell that from talking to you today, it seemed like you're always afraid of doing something wrong.
Yeah, but...
Would you call yourself a perfectionist?
Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I've always had an idea in my head, and it's like I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end it helps me try my hardest at everything, so I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we've only got one shot at it. So I'm really afraid of deviating from the vision.
What's the vision?
Monica pauses to think and shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her fingers against a sheet of paper.
Right the way into your heart. I think that's what you're trying to do. Is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course, but I'm here to help you.
Monica returns Sayori a smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. You're really going to make the best club ever. Sayori nods and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner, and the only moments of the afternoon sunlight trickling the way out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the movement with a big yawn. Time to go home?
You tell me. You're the president.
In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I'll look forward to tomorrow.
Me too.
Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go ahead. I need a few minutes still.
Oh, I can wait.
That's alright. I just want some alone time.
In that case...
Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica.
Good luck!
Sayori smiles and waves in return. Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the classroom. Her clubroom. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to think. She was prepared for self-reflection encouragement by Sayori, but she decided it was something she probably needed right about now. The club that I need the most. I don't get it. I just want to start a club of more passion. Something that I could use to lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that. Because it's a window to a real person inside of us. Underneath is a person who is focused, who's forced to always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be perfect. Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder check. Poems? It's a folder of poems. Become the flower. A feeling of joy as a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck every day. Pluck, pluck, pluck. So pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clingy roots, caressing the final gorgeous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction. And the fields I stand in, the properest fields, is a barren wasteland, the fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy, and that's why I decided I must become the flower. What the... Wait, Sayori? The fuck? My song, your note. Okay. That was something. Oh wait, we got Monica's thing. Dope. Oh, aw, so cute. Sorry. Yeah, take my hand, become the flower. There once was a ladybug. It was so small, it took a really long time to crawl from here to there. It was very tiring to fly for too long. Nobody squishes ladybugs because they're cute. Does that make them better than other bugs? Do ladybugs know they're cute? I think they're too preoccupied with bug things. And so the ladybug crawled around and did bug things. The story wasn't really going anywhere. But I know you don't mind. I hope you think it's nice for being there anyway. Like ladybugs, like this ladybug. The one who clings like a doof onto your sleeve because it knows you won't squish it. If it doesn't bug you, will you stay a while? Okay, that's actually pretty fucking cute. Third cheer club. Classroom softly lit by the morning sun. So pretty. I want waffle fries. I know that came out of nowhere, but I think I'm gonna make waffle fries after this. I want Polynesian sauce. Oh, goddammit. I didn't mean to do this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna do it yet. Yeah. Another day passes in a flash. It's already time for our next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Sayori is going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her comfort me instead of it being the other way around. What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for my stupid vision. Sari enters the club room with her usual smile, but upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern.
Monica? Is everything okay?
I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend.
Huh? What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend.
Monica shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make a club that I need the most, right? But my problem is so trivial compared to yours. Sari responds quietly.
What are you talking about?
But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sari mothers her realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. I know you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Briefly, Sayori nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do all this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Monica massages her forehead, struggling through with frustration with such a paradox. It's understandable that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things, but it's unfair for Monica to pry. It's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespect your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking.
You would have at least needed to check if it was mine.
Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry. And I think I'll be able to put it aside so that we can move on, but can you promise me something?
Promise what?
Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. This is a literature club. This is a place where people can express themselves in ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart or whatever. So I just want you to promise that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sari smiles gently.
I'll promise if you promise.
Unable to help it, Monica returns Sari's smile. I promise.
Me too.
As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind, it's time to proceed with club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry?
Huh? But what about the recruitment?
It's fine. We have plenty of time for that. Right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fill my end of the promise, you know?
There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything.
That's fine. I think I just need some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems.
Starting isn't so hard. You kind of just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you.
Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good.
It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind for this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down first and then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad, where you get from one end to the other. It's more like a college where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning.
I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what's actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper and starts writing on. Stop being such a perfectionist, you idiot. I'm kidding. Monica scribbles down, you idiot, after she writes that.
No, keep it.
What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot?
Of course not. But the point is, you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want.
But I was just, well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites, you idiot, and stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and then I did exactly the thing you said. This is really gonna take some getting used to.
I believe in you.
Thanks, I do too. I mean... But also you, of course. Monica continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking, but after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts.
Whew.
Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it, but it's also kind of liberating.
I can tell you how hard you're trying, and it makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems.
Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it, but I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing with you. Sayori beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try and work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language.
Yay, let's do it!
Monica and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two become more and more confident in the club, not simply out from the recruitment planning, but from the vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of Literature Club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Sorry. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is first one in the club, with a printout of the revised Literature Club flyer, complete with all the new ideas Monica and Sayori came up with. If only this was the flyer I gave out to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one, but the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write your way into your heart. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered, so it can only be used to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayori had thought it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting where she performed the writing exercise. Why was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? Literature Club is truly beginning to take form, but with that, the weight on Monica's shoulder only becomes heavier. The debate club was about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It exists entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break from this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself for real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does, black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Ugh. Out of spite of herself, Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica. Just move your hand. Monica writes, "This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain." Monica slides paper away from her and just puts her head down on the desk. The air conditioner seems louder today.
I'm here.
Hi. Monica hears Sayori approach her desk, then stop for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. She then sits down at the adjunct desk.
Bad day?
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
You too?
The new flyer looks so good. You've been working hard. On the club, but also something else, I think.
I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Sayori takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down and stares at it for a while.
Can I trust you?
Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Sometimes I want to die.
Sayori, this is really, really hard for me.
Her voice shakes.
So, if I can do it, then you can too, because you're like a million times better than me.
That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself.
That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is screaming at me to stop.
Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday.
I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to the club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you more than I'm scared.
At those words, Monica stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. With Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually push Sayori needed. Sayori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence.
I have this problem where I get really scared when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts I have. It's a lot easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy.
But that's terrible. That's what Monica wanted to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing.
It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like, whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that's because it used to be like that.
Sayori pauses, seeming to recall something in the past.
I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me.
And letting people look inside your head doesn't bring happiness.
To anyone.
Sayori pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How do you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too?
I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this, but another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. A club is only 2 people, but it already means this much to me.
Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart, a feeling of connection as Sayori's emotions radiates between them. Me too. I was so lost until you shut up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monica steps forward, but if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy, if you like. Wordlessly, without a smile, Sayori rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of emotions swimming in Sayori's head. this moment, entranced by the air of the club, Monica realized that the days that have passed this were when she really, really hopes that nobody new walks in through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can't say anything. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise. Sorry breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things that she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm so worthless, and people would be better off without me. She suppresses the sobs as tears fall down her cheeks. Just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything. I just feel like everyone would have to put up with me, and I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away, and I'm making you put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. This is just being your friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort, but she knows Sayori said it herself. The thoughts Sayori experiences are ones that don't belong, and Monica can't magically make them go away. So the most she can do is help Sayori battle them, and do what every good friend would do. You have so much value, to me, and to your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you two. I really, really mean that. You coming here and being you coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other new members, I would still be happy. That's what you were brought here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. Aw, that's actually really sweet. The two share their embrace for longer, Monica letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head to wipe her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy.
Thanks. You're the best.
No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sayori nods.
It's scary, since it's already so hard to tell people.
Yeah. Well, of course it'll be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you.
Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would.
Sayori suddenly yawns and stretches.
Wow, that made me so tired and hungry.
Well, I won't make you do any work for today, if you're not up for it.
No, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy.
Monica smiles.
But I might want to get a snack first.
All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops, and Face peeks in. Face seems familiar. It's a lot of songs. A scene side story trust. Aww. well, that is it for today. I hope you fellow recruits enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye!